Everyone has heard the saying, cash is king. Save more. Keep cash in the bank. Build a bigger emergency fund. It sounds like smart financial advice. But what if holding too much cash is actually making you poorer? Because while your money sits quietly in a bank account, inflation is quietly taking it away. And that's exactly why many wealthy people don't keep large amounts of cash. Not because they don't like money, but because they know cash is one of the worst long-term investments. Imagine you buried $100,000 in your backyard 20 years ago. Today, you dig it back up. How much money do you have? Still $100,000, not a dollar more. But here's the problem. That same $100,000 no longer buys what it used to. The house that cost $300,000 might now cost $800,000. The car that cost $20,000 now costs $40,000. Even groceries have become dramatically more expensive. Your cash didn't shrink. Its purchasing power did. And that's the silent tax called inflation. Inflation is one of the most powerful financial forces in the world, yet most people rarely think about it. If inflation averages just 3% per year, your money loses nearly half of its purchasing power in about 24 years. That means your savings are becoming less valuable, even if the number in your bank account never changes. Now imagine two people. Sarah keeps $100,000 in a savings account. James invests $100,000 into a diversified portfolio of businesses and stock market index funds. 20 years later, Sarah still has around $100,000. James may have several $100,000 or more, depending on investment returns. Both started with the same amount, but one let money sit. The other put money to work. That's the biggest difference. Poor people ask, how can I save more money? Wealthy people ask, how can I make my money produce more money? Because money sitting still rarely grows. Money invested has the potential to. Look at the world's wealthiest people. They don't keep billions of dollars in checking accounts. Most of their wealth is tied to businesses, stocks, real estate, private companies, assets that have the potential to appreciate over time. They understand one simple rule. Cash is for spending. Assets are for growing wealth. Does that mean cash is useless? Absolutely not. Cash is essential. You need an emergency fund. You need liquidity for unexpected expenses. You need money available for opportunities. But keeping years of income sitting idle can come with an opportunity cost. Imagine earning 1% interest in a savings account, while inflation is running at 3%. On paper, your balance grows. In reality, your purchasing power declines. That's why many wealthy investors think differently. Instead of asking, how much cash do I have? They ask, how much of my money is producing income? Because every dollar should have a job. Some dollars protect you. Others should grow for you. This is where investing changes everything. A productive business can generate profits. Stocks can participate in the growth of companies. Rental properties may generate rental income while potentially increasing in value over time. These assets have risks, but they also have the potential to outpace inflation over long periods. Cash alone usually doesn't. Here's something interesting. Many people believe rich people love money, but that's not entirely true. Rich people love ownership. Ownership of companies, ownership of investments, ownership of assets. Because ownership is what creates long-term wealth. Cash simply gives you the ability to buy ownership. So why don't wealthy people keep large amounts of cash? Because they understand a simple truth. Cash loses value. Assets have the potential to create value. One slowly becomes less powerful. The other has the potential to become more powerful over time. That's why the goal isn't to collect cash forever. The goal is to turn cash into productive assets. Because money sitting still slowly disappears. Money put to work has the opportunity to grow. And that's one of the biggest differences between staying financially comfortable and becoming truly wealthy.